A very pleasant good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome once again to the journey of South Africa's praise poet, Jessica Mbangeni. Now, ladies and gentlemen, she slept last night at the luxurious, of course, Casa Lagoona Hotel, which is located in Pamphret, St. Thomas. This is a place for royalty. This is a place where queens and kings stay. Right behind this beautiful location, ladies and gentlemen, is the lagoon. So of course, what we're going to do, we're going to go back this morning, meet with Jessica, have a one-on-one talk with her about her experience, her welcoming with the Paul Bogle Foundation, and how she spent her very special day, courtesy of the Paul Bogle Foundation. Stay tuned. A very pleasant good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome once again to this extraordinary journey of Jessica Mbangeni. Last night she was treated to royalty by staying at the Casa Lagoona Hotel in Pamphret, St. Thomas. I'll tell you this is a beautiful establishment. This establishment, Casa Lagoona, started about 8 years ago by a gentleman by the name of Conrad McFarlane. It was his dream to bring the kind of ambience, the kind of atmosphere to his birth parish of St. Thomas. This place has about 14 rooms and it sits right behind or in front of a lagoon. So after we finish talking with Jessica, we're going to go down to the lagoon, speak with Conrad, and you get a chance to experience Casa Lagoona. A very pleasant good morning. How are you, Jessica?
Morning, my brother. I am doing so well.
You look so well rested after such an hectic day.
Oh yes, in such a comfortable king-size bed.
Oh my God.
It felt like a paradise. Well, it Casa Lagoona street, and I had most beautiful dreams. I relaxed like a baby, and it's a beautiful atmosphere in here. Tranquility, warm. It's the great experience.
And the service is impeccable.
Ooh.
How was your breakfast?
My breakfast was good.
Done to order especially?
Yes, they made me a special breakfast, all things royal for the Queen Jessica from Africa. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's the Jamaican fish and the veggies. I enjoyed the sauce. And I had a treat of special porridge.
Was it cornmeal porridge or what? What was it?
It was mixed cornmeal porridge with some...
we can tell you the ingredients. And I know that you people out there watching this want to know this ingredient, but it is the secret of the master proprietor, Conrad McFarlane. It's exclusive to Casa Lagoona. If you want to taste that experience, you have to come on down and be a part of this, okay? Now, ladies and gentlemen, we have to applaud the Paul Bogle Foundation for inviting Jessica, Queen Jessica Mbangeni, to St. Thomas. As you know, St. Thomas, ladies and gentlemen, is the birthplace of one of our national heroes, and that is the Right Honorable Paul Bogle. Paul Bogle, as you know, was a very selfless man. He was very wealthy, but the plight of the people was most important to him. And he ended up giving his life for what he believed in, and that is truth, rights, and justice for his people. Jessica, as a guest of the foundation, spent a beautiful day. We started at about 5:30 in the morning. I picked her up, and then we moved on down to Era Circle, where she paid her respect to Paul Bogle, Samuel Sharp, Nanny of the Maroon, and of course, Marcus Messiah Garvey. What was your experience, Jessica, when we approached Paul Bogle's shrine? What went through you when you saw this man who gave of his life for his people? What was your thoughts?
For me, it has been a journey before the apartheid era, because all I knew about the African history was the apartheid of South Africa. And from my knowledge is that we've got a history before slavery. So starting this journey, to discover our heroes, because even from the history of slavery that we are told in South Africa and the rest of Africa, it felt like our heroes were defeated. We are still under the oppression and the supremacy of the West. And I felt so proud that through the power of the resilience that I have, that means I am drawing from my great heroes and heroines who have fought until the end. So the gates of no return in Senegal, in South Africa, and all over the African continent, where our great heroes, our children, our mothers were taken away from the land of milk and honey. I feel that if they have broken the chains and we are the victors, therefore this story needs to be documented and history has to be rewritten in celebration of the confidence and courage that we have, because today we find ourselves succumbing into the political propaganda. We keep on forgetting who we are and the courage that we have and the heroic divinity that we live under, because those who have fought before, they have not only fought, they have changed the world with their skills. They are human capital. The world is what it is today because of the African child, because of that African son of the soil, because that African woman. We had heroes like Queen Nani, who was in the forefront leading the wars, defeating the British. Those that history is not; those stories are not spoken. We have not heard about them, but we only see women today as the victims of the abuse, minor things, and we only see women today as the part of the system that is trying to emerge and put women in the forefront. We don't live in sympathy as women. We have been there. We have fought the battles. We have formed the armies that have made a lot of difference and impact in our lives, so that our nation could live in Africa and everywhere in the world. As Marcus Garvey says, the spirit of Africa should be embraced wherever in the world.
Very beautiful. Ladies and gentlemen, speaking with Jessica, and I must say Queen Jessica, she gives that power, that warm but powerful feelings, and she captivates me from the very first experience that I had with her when I took in her show at the IRFM Tribute to the Right Honorable Marcus Garvey last year. And for her to come to St. Thomas and to stay at the Casa Lagoona as a queen, even though this place is built for kings and queens, it shows you the magnitude of the woman that she believed in exposing the unexposed. And that is what St. Thomas is. Because of the powerful act of what the Honorable Paul Bogle did, they tried to suppress or they sidestep or they leave for last the parish of St. Thomas. So this particular interview was specifically and purposely done here at the Casa Lagoona to show the world that there are greatness in the suburbs, only 15 minutes away from Kingston. Jump in a car, 15 minutes from the Normal Man International Airport, and you're right there, 5 minutes from Yallis. It's a beautiful experience that we will further experience when we go down to the lagoon. The Paul Bogle Foundation, you went on into Sam Shah. What was your experience at the shrine of Sam Shah? We're talking about a national hero who gave of his life after being offered freedom. I saw you was teared up. What was going through your mind, Jessica?
I have realized that the politics of the stomach have been even denied by our own great ancestors. Who are we to sell our souls today? Whilst we have a voice that is heard internationally, whilst our African voice is so powerful, therefore, the history should be told. The history must reach the people so that we can see our role models like Sam, who stood up despite the riches and the privileges that he was given by his masters, but he decided that he would not bow down to betray his nation, the African people. Therefore, we should be exemplary today and say no to the bribes. No to the bribes. And have a stand, because the politics of the stomach will destroy the future generations. Because of those heroes, today, Jessica Mbangeni and the others are here in this parish of St. Thomas to discover the models of development, commodities, how we can trade together. And this is the grassroots that has fought for the change of the policies, slavery policies. So this is the hub of the economic transformation. And we are not seeking glitz and glamour, because our leaders, like Samuel, decided that they would not, but they would go down to the people and assure transformation out of the systems of the times. Even today, we are going to integrate. We'll use the resources that we have, no matter how little, but we are going to make change, because we are the change that we want to see.
Wow. Jessica Mbangeni is such a very humble, soft-spoken woman, but when she's on stage, she's like fire. And I guess that is why the Paul Bogle Foundation actually invited her to St. Thomas, because there is this fire that is cleansing, that Constantine Bogle constantly speaks on. He speaks about lighting 1 million candles for the 500 million Africans who died all over the world during one of the most vicious genocide, the atrocities that came upon our people. We were thrown overboard, babies were ripped from their parents' stomachs and so on. And for Jessica to connect with that, it is showing the world, and I know South Africa will come here, and that's why we're doing this here. We moved on from Sam Sharp and we went to Queen Nani, a woman. Who you talk?
The heroine.
A heroine.
Our great Winnie Madikizela Mandela of today. Queen Nani stood through all odds. In her vocabulary and her thoughts, patriarchy was not in the midst of her greatest thoughts, but she had greatest affirmations, because she understood the power and divinity she possessed. And therefore, as a woman today who crossed all the oceans coming to this island, the hub of our heritage, I have felt her spirit incarnating through me. There are a lot of challenges that I have come across from my own continent in Africa. But I felt the power of resilience, determination, ambition to make change. When I landed in front of that powerful memorial, I felt the strength. I reflected. I saw more glory. I saw more power and this divine God Spirit covering me, that I will make a difference. And I am not defined by the challenges of today. I need to rise above and inspire more women so that we can soldier on and uproot a sense of poverty in the souls, poverty in the minds, poverty that ends up in stomachs, poverty that creates a disorder among our societies. We are the healers of the nation. Women are giving birth to the life-giving pioneers. Therefore, our nation, through the spirit of our Queen, Nani, we are going to be the better nation with beautiful history, beautiful stories, because our history our history depends upon the stories that we create today. And we are the story. By living our lives, we are the story.
What a story too. What a story. Ladies and gentlemen, Queen Nani, she was such a feisty woman that the white colonial masters used to make up stories because they could not understand her great powers and her spirituality. They used to say she used to catch bullets with her bare hands and throw it back at them. They could not understand this woman from the Akan tribe, the Ashanti of Ghana. And that's why as a man, I agree with an artist by the name of Shaggy. He came up with a hit song that he said, maybe God was a woman, because we have greatness in women, the patriarch. These are the ones that gave us an umbilical cord. Without a woman, there's no man. And that's why Queen Nani is such an important figure. We moved on from Queen Nani, and it wasn't by no chance last, but we had to give Mr. Garvey such a tribute, and you were so eloquent. The Honorable Marcus Garvey was born in the parish of St. Anne in 1887 on the 17th of August. And on the 17th of August, we celebrate the national hero's birthday every year. And my first experience with Jessica was last year on the 17th of August. And she came down and she really tore the place up. Her performance was awesome, spellbinding, tear-jerking, because I cried like a baby. Even in some of my videos, I did cry like a baby yesterday. Mr. Marcus, Daddy Marcus as we call him, what are your thoughts?
The great philosopher.
Yes.
The African philosopher. He is among our first intellectuals. Not just an intellectual, but a revolutionary. Marcus Garvey. He was a revolutionary who inspired our great leaders. Abo Kwame Nkrumah, Abo Robert Mugabe, Thabo Mbeki, Nelson Mandela, Robert Sobukwe, all the Pan-Africanists, Abo Steve Biko, Patrice Lumumba,
Kwame Nkrumah.
We speak of the great Bob Marley's, who even took all his philosophies and translated them into the song so that it can reach the millions and billions. When they say Bob Marley has sold millions and billions, we celebrate in Grammys, but in our hearts, we celebrate with the deeds that are changing our lives even up until today. And Marcus Garvey still lives. The spirit of integration, Pan-Africanist philosophy that we still ride on is his philosophy. The philosophy of the great Martin Luther King Jr. is coming from Marcus Garvey.
Yes.
Malcolm X, he is the giver of birth to Africa and the rest of the world. So he really worth the honor and that he deserves. And I am so humbled to be here singing the songs of freedom.
Eloquently said by Queen Jessica Mbangeni. After we left the shrine of the Right Honorable Marcus Messiah Garvey, we came to St. Thomas and we went to the monument in Stony Cut. And while she was there, we actually surprised her because she didn't even know that these things were coming. And Jessica, could you hand me that, please? Let me just take a look at this, because Constantine Bogle was so ingenious in his presentation that he took two brand new Paul Bogle that is out of service now. These, right, but they're still legal tender, but they're not in service anymore. And he made this into a beautiful plaque. And this was presented to Jessica. She didn't even know. This was in the back of the car. And a couple of times I was saying to Oshun, you cannot have Jessica go in the back of the car. She's going to see the things. You know what I mean? I'm telling you. Then we had all these t-shirts made up, 13 of them. And then when we took her to Stonica, we left her in the van. She was wondering what was going on. And we changed into these t-shirts that had her image on it saying, the Paul Bogle Foundation welcomed Jessica Mbangeni to St. Thomas. And it was an excitement. I could see on her face that she was blown away. What were your thoughts, Jessica, of the reception that you got in Stony Gut?
My brother, it was my first time to have such an authentic honor.
Wow.
We always make efforts in life, especially as musicians. We go beyond to be recognized. But this has humbled me because it's for the authentic cause, and the cause that I've never knew that I would receive such reception. Because for me in this island, I'm just a child, an ordinary daughter of the soil. There's nothing that humbles me other than my presence in here. But I felt all things royal. I'm like, oh, and I couldn't even recognize you guys. I'm like, it's like another choir, some people, high resolution. I've never seen in my life such a high resolution of my picture.
Wow. And
my publicist Sharon knows. She would send me pictures. Okay, I'm going to use this one. No, wait for the high resolution one. No matter when is it coming, it has to be high res. You just, the spark in my face on those t-shirts. And this is more than what I can give any airtime in this world. I still going to give it a name. I will get it from the ancestors. And I thank you so much. It's such a great honor. I feel so honored. When I go back home, these are one of the things that I am going to make sure that they are insured. They've got its own value, a sentimental value. I will tell my children about it, and it's going to be in my will. And as if you guys knew, before I left home, I had voices telling me that I should tell my children, literally tell my children before they are told by somebody else, the value of my work, the value, the sentimental value of my outfits, of everything that I have, my articles, framed articles, everything. I told them, I sat down with them because it's very important for our children to know what we are doing, to know their treasures, because they tend to look far because of the education system. It sways them away from us, away from our culture, away from our African treasures, away from our heritage. So this is forming part of my heritage collection, and I see myself having a museum that would be Jessica Mbangeni Museum. When people come down in the next 5 years, even before I die, I don't need anybody who's going to sing my praises of legacy. I need to share with the people whilst I'm still alive and tell them, because people will be telling my stories when I'm gone, and they can tell them in their own perspectives. And I need to pave that way. So this is giving me a confidence to go back home and put up something so that when you come to South Africa, you can come and share with me in my own home and see the pieces that I've received from the world, which is the first one. Even if it's the only one that I'm going to have, it's full of story. It's a lot of stories, and a lot of stories that still have to come, because we are going to work on the heritage celebration of St. Thomas together. Africa Caribbean business exhibition and arts forums are going to be held in this place. This is the place of healing. The baths, the experience, the springs, the wells, the lagoons, the food, the mountains, the people.
Wow. And as we speak about food, we was treated again by the Paul Bogle Foundation to an elaborate meal that was only fit for a queen. And the Fish Cove is a beautiful, spacious place that you can go and get just about anything seafood. And when I take a look at Queen Jessica's plate, she had lobsters, and she had red snappers and fried babbies, and it was on and on. What was the food like? Because at one time she said, South African people love food. Talk to me, Queen.
The food was delicious. The flavor, the taste, it's so Caribbean, you know what I'm saying? So Jamaican. Oh, the lobsters, I thought I was going to have just one and take one. Like, I'm going on and on. And it was actually, it was filling and completing. It was not heavy.
Yeah. You didn't feel stuffed when it was finished?
Nah. I felt I could just go on and on and eat. And it was just dining. And also the company. It was a great company. It's very important when we go to places to meet the people, because sitting in the hotel won't give you an experience, but we need to balance. Hence, the owner of Casa Lagoona has taken us this morning to the lagoon.
Oh, don't speak about the lagoon. I'm so excited. I'm so excited.
You'll see my first pictures of the morning under the coconut tree.
You're kidding me.
And I was like, under a green umbrella, under a coconut tree, going to school together. It's memories, sweet memories, childhood sweet memories of fantasies of love. This is the place to be. Jamaica. This is the place of love. It's the place of love, baby. Woo!
I'm blown. Ladies and gentlemen, I was born in the parish of St. Anne, where the Right Honorable Marcus Mzagavi was born. But I feel this connection with St. Thomas, the people, the food, the culture, the scenery. Because this was the breadbasket of Jamaica before St. Elizabeth. This is where farmers would be. And that's why the Honorable Paul Bogle saw how they treated the farmers. Because what they'll do is they would wait till the farmers grow their crop, and the crop is just about to be harvested. They would move the farmers off the land into another body land and take the crop for themselves. So St. Thomas is a place that I'm working assiduously along with the Paul Bogle Foundation to make sure that we can have this spot, the East. They say everything that's great comes from the East. Anything that is going to happen comes from the East. And you are in the East right now at the Casa Lagoona Hotel. You're going to be the greatest thing on the planet Earth. And I'm not saying that with any apologies to any other hotel or any other place. It's just the ambience of the Casa Lagoona. All right? We wrapped up that, and we had a wonderful time at the bath fountain. What was your experience like to be in boiling hot water, but water that will not scald you? Because you know, if you put a pot on the fire and that water comes to a boil, and you throw that water on your skin, immediately you'll see boils coming up on your skin. But the water that you endured is hotter, but it does not scald. It is a little story about a runaway slave that was on the plantation and he was whipped by the colonial master. And he was left for dead. And he found enough strength to go up into the hills. And he saw this water coming from the rock. And he bathed himself. And in a matter of days, he was healed. So the bath fountain is not just a place where hot water comes from the rock, but it is a spiritual place. It's a medicinal place. If you have arthritis, tuberculosis, any illness you have and you spend a good 2 hours like you did last night, you're healed. People come from all over the world for that. And that should be, and that's why I'm speaking directly to the Jamaica Tourist Board. The Jamaica Tourist Board need to do more for the parish of St. Thomas. They need to point their fingers over here. Are they scared that the parish of St. Thomas has so much to offer that will rival all the other places? Jamaica is for all of us, and all of the wealth of tourism should be spread right across the island and not just taken in some place. Okay? The bath fountain was actually found in 1699 as a healing spring. That's what it is now, a healing spring where you can come from all over the world with your ailments and be instantly cured. So, your experience, talk to me.
My brother, the greatest experience over there, the spiritual connection.
Yes.
Healing. Those boiling waters running over me. Cracking the balance of my mind, my soul, and my spirit.
Wow.
And I felt so much at ease in my heart, because we go through a lot as the people, but I found myself being at ease, being comforted by those waters.
Wow.
The massage, the sulfur, the smell of the sulfur, when I inhaled, the blood circulation, I felt my blood running all over, from the lymphatic nodes that I had. Even the therapist that was massaging me, he was so surprised why I was able to bend and bend and bend and take all the healing positions. Just after 10, 15 minutes of that hot water that was running over me, wrapped with a hot towel, my muscles, the tensions just went away. And I remember at the end, when I was dancing with the twins under the spring cold waters, going down, I was like, ooh! I was like I was in my 7-year-old stage, because I felt so flexible, felt so rejuvenated. It's so beautiful. I can't even explain it so well. People have to come and experience it by themselves, because it's a truly natural, divine healing space, the fountain bath in St. Thomas.
St. Thomas is beautiful. Ladies and gentlemen, I just want to, my photographer my cameraman, just to pan the camera across and just see where Jessica spend the night at the Casa, Lagoona in Pomfret, St. Thomas. Look at her!
In this bed, I feel like I can just stay here. Can you please allow me to stay here for more than a week? The standard has to be 7 days here, 7 to 10 days. Somebody has to spend time here. So I think they have to put up what to call an itinerary.
Okay.
Yes, of the things to do in that 7 to 10 days.
Jessica, right here. Last year when you was at the Marcus Garvey tribute, you did a song, Africa.
Yes.
Can you just do a couple of bars, a couple of verses out of the song for me to close out this segment in your spacious king-size bed at the Casa Lagoona Hotel?
Zifikile izikrelemnqa zingezizekuzakuza zizenzono zakuzaku. Yanqisha intombi enkulu yakhaba ngawumane yalandula. Abhuduzela amabhedengu bibhidla amazinyo ebhude bhabha mexela umbhali wasuka wabhebhetha. Ebekulukuhle kulahlekisa amalokonya kodwa wayilahla imbu yakho ngophoyana. Bebekudova-dova, bekunyathela, bekubiza ngenqantosi mhlaba omnyama mhlaba okhokho, masimahlaza masimachumleyo achunyiswe kukuzinca nebhongo lama-Afrika. Kunike ama-Afrika ndithi hojo! Ngenxa yenyameko yokumela inyaniso nenzondelelo yokugcina uzinzo lwe-Afrika kuba kaloku lo mhlabano lamatyentsha igolide nesilivere inkazimle yazibingenakuthi hayi xa belirhutyula barhwaphilize exhaphaza amaxhalanga. Qhubekani izinto ndinani izintokazi, qhubekani makwedini nani magqiyazana, nize nimthobele uThixo wayihlamkhulu uyintsuphaluka uthi urharha bungqika ngokuba kaloku liwe phantsi iqhinga likamtyholi uwabonwa ngumprofethi untsikana emdudweni elakubana gqilazwa nenzo makhoboka yilaa migegemba amabhule mpamahilili amatshini-tshini amathivela amatshijolo. Today we celebrate who we are. Today it feels good to be an African. Athi uzisa ujama kasijadi ingqungquliya kwambheki African. I owe my being to the hills and the valleys, the mountains and the glades, the rivers, the seas, the deserts, the flowers, and the ever-changing seasons that define the face of our native land. The human presence among all these, the feature on the face of our native land thus defined. I know none dare can challenge me when I say I am an African.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, as we come to the conclusion of part 1 of our interview, a chat, a conversation with Jessica Mbangeni at the spacious air-conditioned hotel of Casa Lagoona, located at Pomfret, St. Thomas, 15 minutes from Kingston, 5 minutes from Yalas, and guess what? Just a stone throw from South Africa. See you at the Lagoon. Thank you. Chat coming down. Yeah. Oh, Jessica, so your night was great, huh? I'm telling you.
I don't want to leave.
Yeah.
I don't want to leave. This is my home.
When you come back to Jamaica, this is where you stay. I don't care even if you're working in Montego Bay. We fly you to St. Thomas.
Helicopter.
Yes, we're going to have a helicopter. Okay.
How many minutes from what you call Kingston?
Oh, 15 minutes from Kingston. Yeah.
It's just around the corner of this place.
Yeah, just around the corner.
Oh my goodness. But I think it has a different taste. I don't see anything else in the Caribbean like this.
We have a mom here, what's big?
Mommy's big. Yes, so it's the same as they have in Santa Barbara. What does it taste like? It's the same color, just bigger.
Yeah.
The only thing you don't eat is the seed. We wouldn't have any more trees. I said the only thing you will not eat is the seed.
What?
Or we will not have any more trees. Alright. Here we are once again, ladies and gentlemen. Remember while I was interviewing Queen Jessica Mbangeni at the Casa Lagoona Hotel just a while ago, we told you we was going to take you on a tour of the lagoon that all of you all over the world must come to. Alright? I'm here with none other than Conrad McFarlane, and he's the proprietor of Casa Lagoona Hotel. Conrad, how are you?
I'm good, brother.
Man, I'm telling you, it's good to see, ladies and gentlemen, an African in charge of something that is tremendous. And I have to applaud him because guess what? We need to shop with each other. We need to buy from each other. We need to support each other. And when we do that, guess what? Our empire will grow. Tell us a little bit about the lagoon.
Well,
how are you so lucky to have this piece of
oh my, it's not a luck.
Oil in the oasis? Tell us a little
It's
bit
all
about
the
it.
blessing.
The blessing.
And it goes, the blessing is about my beautiful parish, St. Thomas,
Of course.
and myself,
Mm-hmm.
and all the people.
Mm-hmm.
I had a vision
Mm.
many years ago
Yes.
for a hotel in St. Thomas,
Mm.
but I was thinking about something a little of less standard. But
Mm-hmm.
after starting acquire this property,
Mm-hmm.
it was intended for a garage which I do my trucking business.
Okay.
Then after viewing the property with seeing all the water, you will soon be viewing the great pond behind us. And if you look ahead of you, you see that huge mountain.
Mm-hmm.
So after viewing all this with the lovely mangroves behind us, I decided that no, this place needs
Preservation.
something.
It has to
So
be preserved.
then I decided that, listen, I need to get people into St. Thomas.
Okay. Let me ask you a question. How much acres of land?
It's 8 acres of
It's
land.
8 acres, ladies and gentlemen. That means you don't have to be cramped up in anything.
No.
You have your own privacy. You can go one side and lovey-dovey if you want to sneak a kiss with your loved one, and nobody will see you, especially at night. And that is what the lagoon
So true,
is
my brother.
all about, okay? So I want all of you to come down here, and guess what? Conrad is going to be our tour guide today. He's very busy, extremely busy, but guess what? We snatch him up because Jessica ordered it, and if the queens ordered it, it has to
That's
be
the
done.
way, the queen.
All right, so let's go. Come on. Yeah, Jessica, this is it. Well, you're going to be going here, and if you just look at this, let's take a look. Let's scan over here and let's see how what we call this area, mangrove. But normally the mangrove is submerged underwater, isn't it? Sometimes.
Usually.
But this is like, okay. And what kind of trees are these?
These are the mangroves.
Just mangrove trees. There's no particular, is it not a fruit tree or anything?
No,
Just,
no.
They come in 3 varieties.
oh, they come in tree
Black,
variety? What do you know
red,
about the
and
mangroves?
yellow. They
What?
come in 3 varieties, and I believe they're black, red, and yellow. And
Okay.
they're throughout the Caribbean, in fact. And they are very important
The
to
fishes,
the
of course.
fishes, yes,
Yes.
and the marine environment. So
Okay.
they have to be protected to keep the waters and the fish stock alive.
And this is where Jessica, she just told you, and I'm popping this to the world, Jessica's 40th birthday celebration is going to be right here at the Casa Lagoona Hotel. And I just want you to know that, hey, it's going to be a fun-filled day. We're going to take out Conrad told me, he said, Big Stone, we're not going to pull any punches. We're not going to stop at any stops. We're going all out for the Queen. And the Queen deserves nothing less. Look at it.
Like I was planning for Jessica's birthday,
Yes.
we've been having a lot of birthday parties.
Yeah.
For some reason,
Mm-hmm.
all the ladies who were celebrating their 50th birthday,
Mm-hmm.
this is a place they always go on to the 50th. I don't know why.
Aha!
And then,
We know why.
then we've been doing a lot of weddings.
Okay.
We do a lot of weddings
Okay.
right here at the lagoon.
Well,
Okay.
Jessica will be her 40th. Yes.
Right.
Because it's all things royal. That's why on the 50th, but the 50th ones will come probably a half a century.
Half a century.
So paving the way for
Significant.
yes, you know what I'm saying.
It is beautiful, and I'm kind of taken back to know that such establishment, such beauty, is not seen by the wider world. It's like it's hidden away, and people don't want to talk about it. And that's why we give thanks for places like YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, where we can show the beauty of St. Thomas, a parish that is the bravest parish in the world because these people bled and died for our freedom. And for us to be able to come back here and celebrate freedom in its true form, and with the almond tree and the lagoon and the trees and the food, I'm telling you, this is really, really fantastic. What time you came here this morning?
This morning we came around 9:30 for breakfast.
Okay.
And it was such a great walk to walk around.
Okay.
And Get me closer to.
Did you find a favorite spot when you came here?
My favorite spot is
Where did you
under
take
the
those pictures?
coconut tree that side.
Oh, the coconut trees over there.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
And actually,
Right here.
there's also.
Oh, she was right
There's
here.
also that tree.
Ah!
Touch that. Yeah, up there.
That's the one that I took a picture on.
Oh boy.
And next to the ocean.
Yes. Wow. Yeah, the berry. Okay. Well, I tell you.
When I reached this place, I just had some ideas about champagne breakfast.
Yes.
In the fall.
Jessica departs Jamaica March 14, but I can guarantee you she's gonna spend another night here before she goes. She's gotta spend another night before she
Yeah.
goes. This is fantastic.
For my farewell. For my farewell.
Yes.
You know?
Yes, this is
Very
fantastic. Look at this, the world. This is Jamaica.
Yeah.
Prof. Pomfret, Jamaica.
Now this
Tell us a little bit about this.
this lagoon is really hidden.
Yes.
You will never see this body of water while traveling on the main road.
Wow.
It's some people would say this is yellow span, but the yellow span is all the way in Yallas, and
Right.
it's separated by that island from this
Okay.
water. So this is really the great pond.
This is a great pond.
Yeah, I mean it's more than a pond. So
Yes.
I call
You
it
could
a
do all
lagoon.
kind of stuff here. You could go
Yeah.
have boat racing
look at it.
competition.
Regattas.
In the evening, the sunset.
Canoeing.
Beautiful.
Oh my,
Fantastic.
breathtaking, yeah. Always windy like this.
You have fishes in there?
Yeah, there's a lot of fishes. If you go there, you see millions of young fish.
What type of fishes? The same one? Because this is
They
fresh
got-
water, is it?
No, it's
It's a
salt.
combination of
Yeah.
salt?
So you
Oh,
got
it is salted all the
same
way.
fish like in the sea.
Okay, okay.
And you have guys who do a lot of fishing there.
In this
Yeah.
area. This is beautiful.
And tell
So
us a little bit about the future for canoeing,
Well,
for motorized canoeing.
I am
Rowing.
in the process of putting in a party boat.
Okay.
It will be like 50 feet long. We have a little challenge getting it here. So the guys are deciding to disassemble,
Oh, I'm
bring
gonna
it
put
here
it back
and put it back
here.
together.
Oh, there's no open way to the ocean. Is that what you're telling me?
Not for the boat.
Not for such
No,
a
you can
size.
just walk over to the beach.
Okay.
Now there's a lovely beach over there.
On the other side of that
Yeah,
island.
so
sure.
I use my canoe and I get over there.
And explore it.
Yeah, this is my fun, man. This is my-
And if I guess
This-
once to be canoed,
yeah,
over,
I'll do that.
you'll be that.
At no
the man
charge.
with the rower, at no charge.
No,
Lovely.
because so this is really my mainly my weekend sport.
Yes.
The stress, the detox,
Yes,
does
yeah.
everything to me. So
One thing I can tell you though, and I must say this, and guess what? Conrad don't know nothing about this, but I'm just going to take it upon myself and say it because guess what? I know he's going to agree. This is the first 100 person that come from South Africa and come here and said, Jessica Mbangeni, you get a very special discount. I'm not going to disclose
they're gonna
what
say
the
it,
discount.
they're gonna say it the same like how you say it.
You have to say it. If you don't say Jessica Mbangeni,
No,
you're not
no,
going to
no.
get it, all right? So there's surprises and surprises for you. The first 100 person that comes here and say, I'm from South Africa, Jessica Mbangeni. Thank you very much,
You're
Conrad.
so welcome.
This
Brother
wraps up a
Stone.
very beautiful day.
Lovely day.
I had a wonderful time. Thank you once again.
Thank you so
Empress.
much.
Sit right in front of you guys so
Ah.
that you can have a beautiful shot.
Right,
This
this
is
is
what I
shot.
did in the morning.
Right.
Oh my.
And then, of course,
Yes,
Oshun
right
is
over
right
there.
there beside her.
We must
And we have
say
a gentleman
also that we did the 5 Tibetan rites of rejuvenation, our yoga exercises to get us ready in mind, body, and spirit, and also spiritually. We stated our affirmations, right? And I am a divine intelligence of creation, and I can do all things. So we got the mindset for the day, the exercise, and then we came to the lagoon. Can you imagine how beautiful? This is where you ought to be.
What is the telephone number if somebody want to call in?
Our numbers.
Yes,
are
tell us your number right
703-5300
Uh-huh.
and anyone could connect to me. My personal number is 844-8300.
Do you have a Facebook account for this place?
Yes, Casa Lagoona.
Casa Lagoona on Facebook. You can be your friend. Any Instagram?
www.casalagoona.com.
www.casalagoona.com. That's his website.
Yeah.
And
Come
any
and have a
Instagram
good
or
time.
anything?
No.
Okay. Well, Jessica, you have the last word. If you want to sing or talk, it's up to you.
Okay. When this song comes to you and a thought comes to you saying, where am I going?
Wow.
What's this long journey? Oh Lord, what's happening to me?
Wow.
Gone from the world of the trials and tribulations. Gone is the sound. Images soon fade. You must know that you should be coming in this place, Casa Lagoona.
Hotel.
Right here, Casa Lagoona Hotel in St. Thomas Parish. 15 minutes away just from Kingston Airport.
Mbangeni.
Yeah.
St. Thomas.
That's the last word, ladies and gentlemen. There you have it. A day, an afternoon, a conversation with Empress Jessica Mbangeni.
City Hosa Africa Hosa.
A very pleasant good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome once again to the spacious 8 acres of land at the Casa Lagoona Hotel, located in Pamfret, St. Thomas. Run by my friend, he's now my friend, Conrad McFarlane. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this is where Jessica Mbangeni stayed last night. And we took a walk and we was there with Jessica at the back at the lagoon. But lo and behold, Tiona and Tiana showed up because they wanted to say farewell to Jessica as Jessica leaves for Kingston. What was your experience with Jessica Tiona?
My experience was very great. She was very welcoming, and I'm happy that I met her.
And you're excited, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Very excited.
Tiana.
It was really great to see someone from our mother country. Yeah, it was really great, and she was very nice.
And guess what? I have to say this. I know Empress Jessica has children, but she has 2 more children she's going to take back to South Africa in her memory. And that is identical twin. Now, these twins are part of the Paul Bogle Foundation, as headed by Constantine Bogle, a dear and close friend of mine. We hosted Jessica for 24 hours, and it's now going on to more than 36 hours while she's in our company. And I know they're going to be saying farewell to Jessica. What you want to say to Jessica? And how soon do you want to see Jessica come back to Casa Lagoona?
I just want to say it was a great experience meeting her, and I hope to see her very, very soon.
Okay, Tiana.
Yes, it was really nice meeting her, and I would like to visit her in her country also. It would also be a great experience.
Well, guess what? I know with this kind of experience and the fact that all of South Africa is looking at St. Thomas, because everybody in South Africa is now zeroing in on St. Thomas, zeroing in on the Paul Bogle Foundation, zeroing in on Stony God, zeroing in on the Bard Foundation, and now they'll be zeroing on Casa Lagoona. They want to come back. Remember that offer that I said, the first 100 person that comes here and said you were sent by Jessica Mbangeni, there's a special treat for you. I can't disclose that. Conrad will disclose that. So in our saying farewell, we just want to say, Jessica, thank you very much for believing in the Paul Bogle Foundation. Thank you very much for enjoying a fun-filled day with the Paul Bogle Foundation. My president and founder, Constantine Bogle, was extremely awesome. And guess what? He wants Jessica back in October. man in Jamaica on behalf of the Paul Bowles Foundation in October